Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast, episode 4, Problems in America. I'm going to have Grant, I think he has something lined up here for us to start off with. But then, yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, so we have been if you're hopefully not living under a rock, the boat shortages and the ship shortages and increasing of gas prices, as a matter of fact. Just the other day, I remember at least a week ago, the gas prices in Tennessee was about $2.99. And yesterday, I drive around and I'm looking at the gas prices, and it is $3.19. All right.
I can vouch for that because there's another gas station that's $3.29.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Democrats and Joe Biden are facing they're in trouble. I mean, Joe Biden, it just seems like he like does not look like he's in control of our country. I mean, he has his transportation secretary, Pete Buttigieg, the first openly gay secretary,
Mm-hmm.
is on paternity leave, and he's been on that for about 2 months now, and he's still on it as we speak. It's crazy. So, um, big. I mean, you're seeing inflation that is insane. Inflation has gone up 5.4% just last week, and the factor we have is Joe Biden. Joe Biden is trying to increase everything, thinking that we can give people $2,000 stimulus checks for just sitting at home, which is absolutely absurdity, as well as um, increasing prices on every single thing. I mean, you look at grocery stores and the shelves are empty on pretty much everything. And you may be wondering, what is the biggest factor of this? And in my personal opinion, the biggest factor of all of this is Joe Biden's approach to vaccine mandates. Joe Biden has been doing vaccine mandates for these past couple of months. Just recently, I was listening to Southwest's CEO, and he was not in favor of the vaccine mandate, but due to Joe Biden's executive order forcing those flight attendants to get the vaccine, he had to abide by it, or else he would probably be facing a lot of like charges money wise. So it was not his choice. So I just want to hear what you guys have to think about all the craziness that Joe Biden is doing, especially in our country, and give some feedback.
Yeah, I think that's a good word, Grant, there. Um, I can vouch for I can't really vouch for myself because I haven't been put in the position, but as an upcoming pilot, I don't want to be like, I don't want an ultimatum in anything really, to determine my career, because at the end you have to put money on, or you have to put food on the table and clothes on the back for your family, and facing an ultimatum that ruins your life. I mean, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. It's just the way that they've brought it, and how they're forcing it. Because 0 to 19 years old have a 99.67899% of surviving it. So why would I need the vaccine? We've been over this several times. Why would I need a vaccine? If my survival rate, if my self immune system can fight it off with a 99.6% survival rate, then why would I need a vaccine anyway?
Derek, you want to say anything? Seems like he's pretty busy right now.
Huh?
But wait, what did he say?
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
he's
anyway.
he's busy right now,
Yeah.
guys. He's busy right now. You know. But no. So Joe Biden has been, Nick, let me ask you this: if when the day comes that you become a pilot,
Mm-hmm.
and freaking Joe Biden is still there by some freaking miracle, would you get the vaccine?
No.
Yeah.
No,
And
because it, no, because he's not gonna be president when I go into like the Air Force. So.
that's if he like doesn't win
Well, he's
re-election.
not.
Dude, I know. Freaking
And
Joe
no,
Biden. If Joe
and if
Biden
it
wins
comes to that,
re-election,
I'm standing up for my freedom because that's taken away my freedom of choice, really, to get or not with an ultimatum that they're presenting me.
I just want this podcast to know that prior to Joe Biden being elected to become the president of the United States, Donald Trump, former president, he warned us that Joe Biden would be like this. He warned us that
Mm-hmm.
he would become dictator and he will be taxing people to the highest amount. He's not wrong. I mean, you
Not
just
wrong.
look at everything in the stores now. I mean, this is kind of cheesy, but you go to the Dollar Tree and not everything there is $1. It's like $2. And it's insane.
Yeah.
Joe Biden has been ruining this country for a while now. And it's about time we have people, especially in, I'm so thankful for Joe Manchin just standing up to the freaking Democrats and just their stupidity of how the bill, or as Nancy Pelosi would say, yeah, the Build Back Better plan, it is $0. Or who else?
3.5
Joe
trillion
Biden.
equals $0.
Yeah, please explain to me how $3.5 trillion is just going to cost us, the United States taxpayers, $0. That would make so much. We just gonna put it on some kind of credit card? Like, yes, like, yeah, we're gonna put it on some type of credit card, Nick. Just because the United States government has a credit card that we just don't know about.
Right.
It's so funny too because, I mean, especially like I'm gonna kind of trash talk some of the Republicans. Freaking what, Bill Haggerty, our own senator. I don't hear him like I don't hear him talk like standing up against Biden or anything. Whereas you have freaking Ron DeSantis, who's literally freaking Biden's dad. I swear, bro. Biden, I swear. But it's just insane, like how you Republicans, like, they don't even like discuss about the issues of our country, and it's ridiculous.
Okay, something that I just saw. So, another problem in America that this debate over is, well, actually, not only in America but around the world is global warming. Hence the word global.
Yeah.
So this story popped up. It just one of the many stories. Kamala Harris headed to Lake Mead in Nevada to discuss the climate crisis and to make historic investments to not only create jobs but preserve our planet from generations to come, quote unquote. But this guy, Dynasty Souza, he says, nothing conveys your deep concern about the carbon emissions that boarding a private jet to fly across the country to quote unquote discuss carbon emissions and how to save the planet from, well, people from like you. And like there's another statistic that said Antarctica at its coldest temperature ever recorded. They can't accept the fact that like there's nothing that can make them think that global warming is not happening. Like I don't know how to word that. they can't see like the truth.
Mm.
I don't know. I'll try to come up with this story here that I saw about it, but
Yeah. Yeah, no, but Joe Biden, his economic system is basically Bernie Sanders. You know what the big difference is? Is that Bernie Sanders is not afraid to tell everyone his economic plan. But Joe Biden, he didn't come into this saying, "Oh, I'm going to run on a socialist platform. I'm going to give the American people free money." And $3.5 million is going to be absolutely zero. Wait. $3.5 million is going to be zero.
mm-hmm.
I just telling you, if I had an interview with Joe Biden for 60 minutes, I think he would fall asleep. First off, might ask Jen Psaki for some ice cream as well, and he wouldn't know what to say. He would have a freaking you know what he would do? He would make me send him the questions I'm going to ask him, and then he would have someone type it out for like his answer. And just say that. That's what Joe Biden would do.
This brings. This is something I saw that back then they used to politicians settled disputes with pistols. They remember Andrew Jackson? Pretty sure it's Andrew Jackson that did it. They back to back 10 steps and then face it and boom. So I think we should bring that back.
Yeah, right. If you have anything to say.
No, I just kind of I agree with what Nick said. Like this sounds so stupid. But I mean, yeah, like politicians are soft and they're so money ridden. And it's just a whole load of
Yeah. And we look at Australia right now.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I'm not joking with you guys. I'm gonna play a very brief clip of a man who was, just getting a suntan on the beach. He getting arrested in Australia for not having a vaccine. Here you go.
So I've come to listen from Maroubra Police Station. As I said before to you, sunbathing is not an essential reason to be outside. I'm requesting your identity because I suspect you're committing an offence. You must provide that identity to me, okay? Okay. And we'll investigate further.
For me, sunbathing is not essential.
Sir?
Yeah, that's what the station is very good place. Just letting you know, I believe all videos also recording. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Your status as well as the exact same as you, gentlemen?
Yeah, I agree. You may be potentially breaching the public health order at this point in time.
Okay, do we believe that the public health order is superseding common law? Okay, we're not arguing points of law with you. We're acting on the public health order. You need to be outside for an essential reason. You are in a hotspot zone for the COVID virus. Unfortunately, we must enforce it. Like, you've got to be outside for an essential reason. Staying on the beach, just having a sunbathe, like, it's not an essential reason to be outside. I know. Now, so
that's just a short clip of what's happening.
Okay, so explain the hotspot. I get like hotspot, like a lot of people there, like a lot of people in a certain area, but like on the beach, so in that audio clip, or the video, because I also saw that one, there's not a lot of people on the beach there.
There's one other person.
There's like another guy. There's two officers and one guy that they're confronting about sunbathing. It's so stupid. Like, in Australia, you can't do anything, really. Name something like you can do.
I mean, I don't know. This lady actually got arrested for indictment because she was posting on Facebook about how ridiculous the Australia rule was, and I mean she got arrested for freedom of speech. Wow. She got let go, fortunately.
Wait, where was this?
Australia.
Oh, and no, okay, the person. Okay, I thought this was America. I thought you were talking about some representative of America saying that.
Oh no.
Okay.
This lady had 2 kids. Actually, she had 1 kid, one on the way, and she was being arrested for indictment. Um, um,
Well,
because of a post off of Facebook.
I don't know like Australia's like constitution, I guess, or whatever. Like, do they have freedom of speech? Like, do they have a lot of the same stuff that we have? I'm guessing not anymore, but
Yeah, that's a great question. I have no idea. Australia has turned into a country that you can't even you can't enjoy it. Back when I was a kid, you think of Australia as, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You just think about, Sydney and just the great atmosphere. Now you think of Australia as the crazy people are. That's the way it's.
Not wrong. This was, I believe, just an hour ago. This is gonna be a video clip of Psaki defends Biden after he's busted violating DC mask rules.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I just want to play this audio right quick. John Psaki's an idiot. Just let me remind me that.
Yeah.
DC restaurants, yet President Biden. There is a mask requirement inside DC restaurants, yet President Biden and the First Lady were not wearing masks while walking around a DC restaurant on Saturday. Why?
Well, I think what we were referring to is a photo of them walking out of a restaurant after they had eaten, masks in hand, where they had not yet put them back on yet. So I would say, of course, there are moments when we all don't put masks back on as quickly as we should. But I don't think we should lose the forest through the trees here, and that our objective here is to get more people vaccinated, make sure that that schools and companies around the country can put in place requirements to save more lives and keep people safer. And not overly focus on moments in time that don't reflect overarching policy.
Okay, first off, the second point she made after the masks has nothing to do with the reporter was asking, and second, really, I'm gonna use this clip anytime someone tells me or confronts me about putting my mask on, not as quickly or whatever. Oh my, wait, what is this? Hold on, there's another one.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah, it's dinner with okay, so there's a clip of the president walking out with no mask. Yep. Okay, hold on, this is a bunch of bullcrap. Jen Psaki said they had food in hand. No one has any food. No one has any food in their hand. It is literally just Joe Biden and his wife that have their masks in their hand and not on their face. Everyone else has a mask on their face except for Joe Biden and his wife.
Yeah. So I want to say this. So Joe Biden so Joe Biden has his approval ratings is in the low 50s. Low 50s.
What is? Sorry.
His approval rating. So, how people approve of him, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump never got to that point. During all 4 years, Joe Biden's just doing it almost a year now. Oh my gosh. It's only been a year.
Oh, really? It's only been a year. Oh my, it feels like it's been eons, I swear.
No. He's just so stupid.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Joe freaking Biden, dude. I
It's only been a year? Are you serious right now?
Dude, it hasn't even been
You're
a year
joking.
yet. It's not even been.
Oh my god.
November. January 20th will be a year.
February 20th will be a year?
No, January.
No, January. I was like February 20th, because, yeah.
So,
Wait, hold on. Let me listen to this.
So, we lost a very, very important person today. as many as you know, Norman Powell. Not Norman Powell. That's a basketball player. Yeah. The former Secretary of State under George H.W. Bush's administration passed away. Very, very sad. But first African American Secretary of State, Colin Powell, great guy.
Factual, yes.
We will never forget him. But people are wondering, Colin Powell actually wasn't vaccinated. And I've heard people already like contradict, oh, it's because he didn't get the vaccine that he died. No. He was just really, really old, and he didn't even die of COVID.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear it. But it's a very, very sad day for everyone, especially.
Yeah.
I like how you said it, everyone, especially.
I mean, I know there's probably those people out there that did not like Norman Powell because of the Iraq stuff. But it's very, very sad. Also, I just want to say real quick that the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros are playing right now.
Oh yeah, I was about to say something.
It's the top of the fourth, and the score is 9-0 Boston.
Oh my gosh.
We're not even halfway there. Well, mathematically there is no halfway there, but
we're only halfway there.
Whoa, living on a prayer.
How about the Braves? They're up 2-0 against the Dodgers right now, too.
Dude.
No.
I'm predicting that the Boston Red Sox and the Atlanta Braves will go to the World Series, and I really like Atlanta, but Boston's my team.
Oh, yeah,
so.
no, I think if Boston and Atlanta face off in the World Series, I think Boston wins.
And it's just because of like our streak. I mean, we went from barely making it into the wild card, beating the Yankees, right, Nick? to oh my gosh. I mean, we've just been on such a hot run recently. And it's like I remember like watching before, like looking at the wild card, and we lost to Baltimore twice. We got swept by the Yankees. And then I was just like, okay. We might it's going to be a close one, but we might get out first round if we do make it. I'm not expecting this. Like we're possibly about to go to the World Series. And it's crazy. But what about them Braves?
Shoot, they have home field advantage. They took the first 2 games at home. They were flying to LA. If they can split at LA, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we'll go back home.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling we're going to lose both games in LA.
You think? Why do you say that?
Because, I mean, LA's got the home field, and it's just like they got, all them fans.
In baseball, does, like, home field advantage really, like, count?
Oh, yeah. So, in baseball, you get the bottom inning. You get the bottom of the inning. So, when you're in the ninth, if it's tied and top of the ninth, a team scores 1 run. So, it's like 5-4, top of the ninth. Then it goes to the bottom of the ninth. You still get a chance to come back. And if you like, score 2 runs, making it 6-5, you win. Like, they don't get a chance to come back. So you get a chance to fight back in the bottom of the ninth for home field advantage. Plus, the atmosphere is so much more different when you're at home than away.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, if you look at freaking Fenway, dude, when I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I don't know. Kyle hit that grand slam, dude. You could just like hear all of Fenway Park, just like you could hear the electrician
Oh, yeah.
in the whole stadium, and it was crazy. Like Fenway Park is so crazy. But how are
That's why I think the Red Sox would win in the World Series.
because of the home field advantage?
Oh, yeah, the atmosphere. I think the Braves would have home field advantage. No. Yeah, because the All-Star game was in Colorado, which is a National League team. So.
Nick, how are your Yankees looking for next year?
I don't know.
If they pick up Carlos Correa in the offseason, they will be looking
Grant, did you say Colin Powell was vaccinated or wasn't?
He was not.
Well, this says otherwise. They say he was double vaccinated, but he had where is it? Had blood cancer, which devastates the immune system.
Yeah. I could be wrong. You know, he probably was. And
I like how the vaxxers say, oh, well, now they recognize, oh, wow, it wasn't just COVID that kills people. It was like, oh, yeah, he had blood cancer. Like, they play both sides. Like, they play both sides.
Yeah. Nowadays, like, what is the flu, you know?
Yeah.
What is the flu? Like, isn't it kind of suspicious how there was, like, no flu cases? Just a little.
Yeah, and isn't it flu season? When is flu season?
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much it is flu season. Also, I just can't wrap my head around on how Joe Biden got 81 million votes. It still amazes me. Like, if you're telling me picking 74-year-old old age man who pretty much has dementia, and Kamala Harris as his VP, win the presidency, you're out of your mind,
Tell me that
dude.
wasn't right. Okay. Where has Kamala Harris been at all? I've only heard her since she got elected. Heard of her. I swear I never heard of her like any other time.
Really?
Yeah. I think she was. I don't even know what I was gonna say. She was probably just. They probably found some black woman on the streets and they were like, "Hey, come be vice president so we can make this food."
Evil boy.
Dude, she was like really popular in the Senate, especially for the Democrats.
How could you be
exactly
for only the Democrats?
Right. Her, Cory Booker, I mean Chuck Schumer, obviously. Yeah, she freaking she was in all the Supreme Court justices like interviews and stuff. She like freaking tried to hammer Brett Kavanaugh when, you know. She got it was crazy. Crazy. But how long have we been going for?
29 minutes. Almost coming up.
20. Yeah, man. And it might just be a little short episode today on how Joe Biden is screwing the United States of America.
Yeah, there's more to come. We might do another podcast after this. Just to lighten moods, because I don't know, this can have effects on some people. Just hearing about it all the time. I know it does. Well, at least for my mom, she does not like to hear it all the time, because it's just you hear it all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah. So hopefully, make sure you like, make sure you comment, if you've gotten this far in the video, make sure you comment. Let us know your opinion. Let us know if you want to be on this podcast. Like if you want to talk with us, if you want to be a guest, please. We would love for you to make an appearance here. And hit that sub. I don't know, maybe in the near future, if this thing goes big, we'll make a second YouTube just for podcasts. Right now, once for just building up viewers, we'll keep it here, but we'll let you guys know. This has been episode 4, Problems in America. There's more to come. There's probably a part 2 coming. But we'll switch it to a different subject. Yeah. So I think that's it. Take care, guys. Bye.